Yep.
Okay, so I am here in our test kitchen with my friend Sophia from Ukraine. She's showing us a recipe with our white Sonora flour. So you want to tell us a little bit about what we're making?
Yeah, we're making cake/pie. So in Ukraine, we call it a pie, but here you'll probably say that it's upside down cake. But the crust, kind of crust or crumb,
Yeah.
will taste more close to shortbread because there is no baking soda or baking powder in it.
So what are the ingredients that we're going to use today?
We'll use apples, eggs, butter, brown sugar, pecans, and the beautiful local Arizona's flour.
Perfect. And you said that this is like a favorite fall recipe for you?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's my favorite fall recipe. I'm not a big fan of apples at all. Like especially in the baking, apples and cherries are not my favorite. But after I tried this pie, I was like,
All about
yeah,
it. What
all
are your
about it,
favorite things about this recipe?
it's easy. It's ingredients that everyone can find at home. And yeah, it's easy to make, and especially when you're like craving some cinnamon apple fall
that's
flavors,
super
you know.
fall-y. Yeah.
You can easily make this at home. Just use basic ingredients. This is what I love about this
So cozy.
recipe. Yeah.
Okay,
it is.
so how should I cut these apples?
So you have to like cut.
You want to show me?
You can just cut in
Okay.
halves and like take the
Middle part out?
Yeah, middle part out, and then just slice it in like
Like thin.
5 millimeters. Okay, quarter of inch. Okay. About quarter of inch, maybe a little
Okay,
less.
sounds good. So now you're going to laugh at me because I don't know what I'm doing with taking out the
No,
center.
that's okay. Do you need a little smaller knife?
Yeah, probably.
I love to do this also with pears
Mm-hmm.
because you can kind of just take the middle with the spoon, you know, when
Yeah.
your pears are soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so easy. Okay, perfect. So like this?
Yeah.
And then
And then cut, slice
like
it.
this much?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I'm bad with measurements.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
perfect.
okay, yeah. Because you don't wanna, like, it also depends on your preference, right? If you wanna make it like squishy, you know, like how apples can like bake fully.
Yeah.
You have to slice it lower.
Super thin.
Yeah, super thin, and put more layers maybe.
Okay.
But I like when they not crunchy, but you know, cooked enough, but not
Got it.
like a mushy.
Okay, so like this.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
perfect.
Cool. So what kind of apples are we using?
These are Pink Lady.
Oh, Pink Lady apples.
Yeah, I like them by the name.
That's why you chose them?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what apple?
It's also depends on what do you want, because some, for example, like Granny Smith apples, or how you call them, right? They are much more
Sour?
sour and hard,
Yeah.
so they will not
Bake as well.
bake as well. Yeah, but if you like crunchy apples in your pie, this is a good way to go. I think that Honey Crisp, they are crispy when they're fresh, but they also like bake.
They like disintegrate
Yeah,
when
yeah,
baking.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
So sometimes I know that for perfect pie, people like to use both to kind of combine them and have like different textures.
Okay.
But I just like those.
So we don't have a paring knife, so I'm doing what I can without
You're
without
doing
cutting
great. You're
myself.
doing great. Please don't cut yourself. At least it doesn't worth it. So I will, while you're doing this, I will mix brown sugar with cinnamon,
Okay.
and I like to use Saigon cinnamon.
Saigon cinnamon?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
It's like more flavorful. So there's two different types of cinnamon. One is cheaper, one is more expensive.
Okay.
Because the one is, they call it cassia.
Oh, yeah.
cinnamon, yeah, you know. And it's like, I even think that it's like different type of cinnamon.
Of cinnamon. Yeah, we had a similar thing in our bakery where we ordered the wrong cinnamon.
Uh-huh.
Well, one is
It's like
one
less
is spicy?
flavorful.
Okay.
It's less spicy, and it's kind of like dull, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it's cheaper, and people like using this more just because it's like whatever you can find in this grocery store, it's usually cassia because it's cheaper. And the other cinnamon, it's like thinner layers
Okay.
of the. If you will look at the stick, cinnamon stick, the cheap one have like thick and one layer, and the other one have like many layers, like thin layers in it.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I like the cinnamon more.
This one.
It's like, it's not.
Oh yeah, it smells like more like potpourri cinnamon.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you don't know what potpourri is. Potpourri is like this. People used to put like bowls of like leaves and pine cones and
Oh, okay,
cinnamon,
yeah,
you
I
know?
see. Okay, yeah, like decoration.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving decoration.
Yeah.
To add more, yeah. So I will mix brown sugar and cinnamon. It's interesting that in Ukraine we don't actually use brown sugar.
Really?
Because it's kind of expensive, because it's imported.
Oh, okay.
Because we have only beetroot sugar.
Okay.
Made from beetroot.
Wow.
Special like white kind of beetroot.
Okay.
And not from the, like it's not a cane sugar.
Okay.
And
Wow,
here
that's
people...
So they like distill it down into...
Yeah. And so it's a little different. And what I...
Is it sweeter or less sweet? Like how would you compare it to cane sugar?
I think that it's... I think it's more sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now I don't remember. It's 2 years now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't really use the brown sugar in our recipes. So every time I saw American recipe, I had to figure out how to make it.
How to convert it?
Yeah.
That makes
because
sense.
the brown sugar is like, it adds more for the texture, just because it contains molasses. And it was interesting for me here that, like, that they take all cane sugar and make it all white, and then add
and then they make
molasses,
it brown.
and then they make it brown back again, and then light brown and like dark brown, and it's so fun. Like
That's like how much molasses they add, right?
Yes, and it was interesting because here in the bakery I ordered accidentally light brown sugar instead of dark brown, like 50 pounds. And I was like, oh, shit, we need dark brown. And then I just Googled, and I think it contains, like, dark brown contains like 6.8% of molasses, and the light brown less, something like that. So I just add molasses to the big bowl.
Nice.
And then I was just kind of mixing it. And
Massaging it in?
Yeah, I was massaging 50 pounds of sugar.
What would happen if you just use the like light brown instead?
It just, it will take a little more, so molasses adds more humidity? No, like, it's liquid.
Yeah, more moisture?
Yeah, it adds more moisture to the recipes. This is why this is why you use brown sugar in your, like, chocolate chip cookies, right? When you break them, they kind of
peel open.
Yeah. They're not like
ooey
crunchy.
gooey.
Yeah, because white sugar, this is what caramelized in the recipes, and this is what crystallized, and this is what like make it crunchy.
Snap. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I should know all that, but
no, it's not.
I tell everybody all the time. I'm like, I'm the bread. I like bread.
I don't know almost
person.
anything about bread. And it's funny, we were talking with my other like baker friend, and she knows a lot about bread. And she was like, I can make a sourdough bread from scratch, but I don't know how to make a cake. I'm like, really? Like,
Same.
It's so easy. Like, cakes are much easier than bread, because I never baked bread in my life.
Really?
Never, ever.
So Sophia used to have her own bakery in Ukraine, and we actually know each other through our mutual friend Anna. And now Sophia lives here locally, and so she wanted to meet with us, and instantly we connected. I think the shared experience of owning a bakery is very unique.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
so true.
That's how we ended up getting to know each other. Does it matter if these are browning? Do you like put lemon?
Fine.
Okay.
They will be brown in the cake.
Okay. Oh.
White still. Okay, I'll use 4. What is this? Tablespoon or teaspoon? It's probably teaspoon, right? So 4 teaspoons and 5 grams of cinnamon.
Okay.
I don't know if Anna will watch this video, but we can say hello to her.
Hi, Anna.
Hey.
We miss you.
Great.
Okay, all these are cut. Should I put them in a bowl?
Yes. Okay. To this bowl.
Oh, perfect.
And I'm massaging my sugar. But it's a really nice like thing that I would rather have white sugar at home and molasses and then mix whatever I need and make,
Rather than
just buy it and keep it because it can become like dry.
Yeah.
And just by mixing.
You know what? I found if you take a piece of our sandwich bread and put it in the bag with the sugar, it does not harden. Like
really?
Yeah. Someone told me this and I was like, I don't believe you. And then I did it and it's a magic trick.
Wow, you see, like your bread have so many. Like if you're not a bread person, you can just buy it for your sugar.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you just mix it
lightly? Yeah, I'll just toss it, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw these extras away.
Have your grandma ever told you that the whole, how to say, that the apple seeds contains
Cyanide?
everything that
Poison?
you need. No, everything that you need to be healthy, actually. Like, so you have to eat apple with everything.
With the seeds?
Seeds and like everything. You
I've
have to
heard
like
the opposite, that
really?
it was poisonous for you to eat the seeds.
Well,
Do you eat the seeds?
no.
Okay, so you generously coat them. Oh, they look so perfectly coated.
We will melt the butter. Oh, sorry. We can melt it on the stove, or we can melt it
In the microwave?
Yeah, in the microwave. I will use microwave just because it's easier,
Okay.
and I don't think that it will be less healthy because
That's what most people will do, I think.
right. And like we already will have enough like sugar in it to call it healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like how people here are like
Anti-microwave?
no, yeah, some people are, but I like how people are like it's with apples. And what? Apple a day, what? Keep doctor away. So it
must be healthy.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter if it's coated in sugar. It's still apples, right?
Oh, we get that all the time. I think people do that when they eat our almond croissant. I mean, you get some extra protein.
Right?
Protein and fat. Good fat for you.
Right. Yeah, like we can justify anything, right? Okay, we need 2 sticks. Yeah.
Okay, 2 full sticks?
Yeah, 2 full sticks. I saw a life hack, like not for this cake, but I think it's super smart. People can use it. So I saw the girl were using this as a cake liner.
The greaser? Oh. Like you can bake on top of it?
Because it's like parchment paper.
Oh, this seems like wax paper.
I don't know. Maybe. But I saw
I'll use it for greasing.
And she was like putting like this, eventually in the smaller pan, and just bake on it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Right.
Okay. How do you, like, what measurements do you usually do for the butter on the microwave? 20 seconds, 30 seconds?
It depends on how powerful, like, what the,
Okay.
But I think like 30 seconds. And then if something, we can always add more. Ooh.
And what are we going to do with this?
We will...
Cream it?
Yeah, we'll cream it with the sugar. So we can measure sugar now. It's 300 grams. It's like 1.5 cups.
Okay. I think this has measurements on it if you want.
We have scales.
Scales are better if you're baking
Much
at home.
better because, like, don't let me even start about all these American measurements.
It's so much easier. It's just so much easier.
No, like it just if you want consistent result, if you want consistency, you have to use scale.
Yeah, we should do a video comparing like.
Right?
Just a cup from different cup things, because they have cups like this where you pour it in, or cups that you scoop it out, and like it would be totally different.
And it's also like in the recipes, usually, especially for cookies, because like how flour is important in the cookies.
Yeah.
Like you have to put 2 cups, but not packed, and you're like, like, can you just say me how much is it in grams?
Have you seen the that reminds me of Schitt's Creek?
Supposed to be thin stream, blend it really well.
Have you seen that show?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Next step is to fold in the cheese.
They're like trying to make a recipe, and she's like, okay, now fold this ingredient in. He's like, fold it in. How do you fold it in?
Here's what you do. You just fold it in.
Okay, I don't know how to fold broken cheese like that.
And I don't know how to be any clearer. You take that thing that's in your hand,
Uh-huh.
and you...
If you say fold in one more time.
Yeah, this is me. But actually, like this, it is folding.
So
So
funny.
300 grams.
Of sugar,
Yeah, don't tell me.
brown sugar,
Anyway.
okay.
And yeah, we have.
And then the melted butter.
Yeah,
just pour
and
it
we
right on
just
top.
have to mix it together.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of your way so you can put this.
Yeah, I think like on medium speed it's okay. And then we will take our apples and we'll put them here.
Just like line them up.
Yeah. Focus, focus. So I have another hack for the parchment paper.
Okay.
I like to kind of, how to call this process?
Crumple it.
Crumple it, yeah. Because then it will easier to like, it will be like more
Oh.
softer,
Yeah.
a little easier.
So what are you looking for with this?
Just to combine it together,
Okay.
nothing crazy.
Anything more than that?
So yeah, and now we have to put apples. I'll
Just line them up like
Yeah.
this. Are we done measuring?
we'll measure flour more, but yeah, so I'll just put them like this,
Oh, it's so pretty already.
right? So I will do this, and it's
I can continue that
Yeah,
if you
you
want to. Yeah, the urge to eat one is so strong right now.
you can eat. So yeah, I want to cream my sugar with butter, just to be sure that it will be like combined well.
Okay.
And I am the person who loves to overmix everything. Like I love overmixing. You cannot imagine how like my first ever cheesecake turned out.
Oh no.
Because as you know, you cannot overmix cheesecake.
Or
You
it
have to
becomes like
kinda-
very like dense, right?
No,
Or
it
like
was like
collapse?
you just put a lot of air inside,
Mm-hmm.
and then while baking, this all hot air is like growing
Uh-huh.
inside, and it's like
Exploding. Oh
yeah,
my god.
cheesecake explode.
Do you fill the whole bottom?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can make a one circle and then paint another one.
Okay.
But this pan is pretty short. I hope it will be fine.
We're gonna find out. No better way than to
Right.
be fearless in the kitchen.
So true.
Oh my gosh. But apparently,
Yeah, we have saying in Ukraine that who is not risking, he I don't know how to translate it when I had. So yeah, if you're not risking, you cannot have a champagne.
oh, I like that.
Right?
It's
So-
kind of like the American saying of like no risk, no reward.
Oh yeah,
It's true though.
right?
The best thing to do is
But sometimes
act-
sometimes you risk and you still don't have any
yeah,
reward.
that's true.
We all have
But
stories
you'll
like
never
that.
get the reward if you don't.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, see. Maybe I should have made some of these smaller.
Well, they're fine.
You can fix it when I'm done.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't know. I'm just thinking that if it's enough sugar.
Oh, you don't think it's not enough? We can pour the rest of this on.
Yeah. Oh well. I sometimes I use like I sprinkle it on the bottom, sugar and cinnamon, and sometimes I even can put like little pieces of butter on the bottom and then apples on the top.
Just to make it even more.
So it's just like it's when I don't want to follow the recipe. You know? Okay, I think it's creamy enough, and now we have to add one egg at a time
Okay.
and mix it.
So I'm gonna try to squeeze all of these apples.
Okay. You can leave
It's
one
proving
for you.
challenging. You want a snack apple? Okay, I'll leave these small pieces. I'm realizing now that it's important to cut them more similar. It makes it easier. But it's gonna be delicious because they're
Very
really
well.
good.
Also, you can cut. So when you have a quarter of apple,
Yeah.
you can not slice it like this, but like this. You know.
Yeah.
So to have like
Like the-
smaller pieces,
yeah.
and then just like
Throw them in.
it can be like a little easier, but
Okay.
same result. And now we will add our dry ingredients. It's basically only salt and flour.
Okay, perfect.
But like, should we? I know.
Okay, so we only have the whole wheat, and we're just gonna sift it here in the bakery.
Don't be lazy. Sift your
yeah.
flour.
Yeah, whenever you're gonna bake, it's really good to sift it. And what does that do? It's like lightens it up, right? Which makes it the texture better.
Some people are saying that it's add more air to your flour. I don't really know how it works, but I usually sift it because sometimes you can have, especially if it's like this type of container and it sits on your counter for a long time. Sometimes they can be a little, like not stones, but like little
particles.
Yeah, and little pieces and something,
Yeah, it just creates like such a fine consistency.
Yeah. And especially like when you add baking soda or baking powder, sometimes baking soda is with the little clumps. And then you put this in and you put this in your dough.
And then you have a clump when
And
you
then,
bake it.
for example, for muffins, and you bite it and there's a clump of baking soda. Ah, it's so disgusting.
It's a delicious aluminum taste.
I love that.
Okay, maybe it's 2 cups, almost.
Yeah, you see, like, so sifted flour and regular flour, it will be like different for this because it's like more fluffy, so it will be more than 1 cup.
Right.
And then people are like, I put 1 cup, why it's like not the same texture
I
as
love the
want?
way you say fluffy. Say it again.
Fluffy.
Fluffy?
What's wrong?
It's so cute. It's just cute.
Okay. I believe you.
Like the way you say it is fluffy. When I actually baked a whole loaf with this, it came out like a brick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I made 1 whole sourdough because I didn't have anything and I was like testing. And it came out like
But why?
a yellow brick. I just think it's the wrong application for this kind of flour.
Oh, okay.
That's why a cake is way better. We always use white Sonora for like more pastry things.
Okay, makes sense. And we need salt. Do we have salt?
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh, and I will add vanilla. Usually vanilla, to your recipes, it's better to use, to add vanilla to eggs.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you should add it to the cream?
Yeah, and I will add it right now. I love this, it's vanilla paste. And I just love it. I'll put,
Oh, you're just gonna eyeball it?
yeah, like this. It's like
1
teaspoon.
dollop? Okay.
Yeah.
It smells very strong.
Yeah, it is strong. This is why I love it.
Are you gonna add the salt in here?
Yeah. We have
Or
to
do you wanna
add
put
like
it-
3 grams.
3 grams? That's
Yeah.
it? Should we tear it separately? I feel like.
No, you can put in.
Okay. I'm afraid you should do it. Okay, you're
We
good.
have
at
4. Let's make 5. Everything you should know about me following recipes. I remember in my bakery, every time I'm like, hey guys, like to my team of bakers, I'm like, hey guys, I want to help you. And they were like,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, like, can you follow your recipe? I always have like urge to change something.
I know. Same. I was like that. John used to hate it when I would like go bake, and we would like when we were first starting, we didn't know anything, and so he was like going by the book,
Yeah.
and doing everything, and I would like come in and the result would be so nice, and he would be like, "What did you do? Like we
And
have
you're
to
like, I
repeat it." I was
don't
like,
Yeah.
it felt wrong, so now I did this.
So I will add.
Just add it all at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like if it would be like 2 batches, maybe one like half and then half. But just because it's like such a small batch, you don't need.
And you're starting on slow speed.
Yeah, like middle one. And just to combine, we don't have like. It's so easy to over mix. So all the recipes that are kind of when you have to cream your butter and sugar first, like for cupcakes, like this kind of recipes. As soon as you cannot over mix on the butter stage. You can mix it forever. You know, like it's because as light and fluffy it is, as better.
Yeah.
Not with melted butter, but like with regular, right? But then as soon as you add flour, you have to kind of stop it just when
When everything
Yeah.
incorporates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, yeah, right after it incorporates, just because if you will mix for longer, gluten
You'll start to build the gluten,
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll start to build the gluten because of the moistureness of eggs and everything.
So you'll end
So-
up with like a tougher product?
Yeah, and it will be more dense, more tougher. Yeah,
So you just did all this on speed 1? Just now?
maybe 2 or 4. What is
Okay.
it there? Yeah, yeah, like 4. Even it was 6 in the beginning, but this one was on 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So just mix in. And sometimes if it's a big batch, and I like to go on like the high speed for like 2 seconds.
It doesn't like puff out everywhere?
Well, it depends on the dough. So just to kind of mix it all together.
Okay. What about the sides? Do you want a spatula for that?
Yeah. Well, also I can just kind of use the touch.
Oh,
I
that's a good
usually-
idea.
Yep. So we have our butter.
Okay, you
Butter.
Batter.
Ba-
Batter.
This
You have
sounds
butter, the
It's,
stick,
yeah,
and
butter.
then batter.
Yeah, I remember I learned how to pronounce this "oo" sound by like like
Yeah. Like someone punched you in the stomach. Yeah.
like it's butter.
Honestly, you were saying that to me earlier, and I was like, I got butter and I got better, but I didn't get batter. She just keeps saying butter over and over again.
Right? So it's
Batter.
ba ba.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's butter. So we made
Batter.
batter. Oh my God. Why it's so complicated? Butter
Batter with butter.
to make it better, right?
To make it better, yeah. And then you just pour it. I like the way this looks. It looks so like rustic with this.
Right? Yeah, this is why I like it too.
Do you make galettes?
Yes.
I love galettes. You have to show me how to do.
Oh yeah, we can even make one here while we're waiting. But I don't know if we have anything to put inside. We have some avocados.
We have one apple left.
Yeah.
Wait, what about these?
Oh yeah.
Is this where are we folding it in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fold it from
Yes,
the bottom?
we are. Yeah. I'm gonna be crying. So it's 80 grams in here.
Okay.
I will leave a little bit for decoration to kind of sprinkle it on the top. So I will use like about 60 grams in the recipe.
What? So like when you serve this, do you
Yeah.
flip it over?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I'm folding, you see? Like I'm folding. So I have to put it here. Like this is why it's folding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Beautiful. Beautiful technique.
Right? Thank you.
Can you make this without the pecans? if
Yeah, sure.
somebody- Okay.
And also in Ukraine, we don't have pecans, pecan trees at all. It's more. So we have pecans, but they're super expensive just because they're imported. Yeah, we have so many walnut trees in
Yeah.
Ukraine all around. So usually we use walnuts just because it's kind of pretty cheap. And
How many nut allergies? We probably don't have any nut allergies.
No. some kind of nuts in almost every pie.
Yeah.
In the crust, in the dough, everywhere.
Yeah.
We also have websites, kind of like a Craigslist here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just buying nuts from all this little
Like local
households,
suppliers?
local
Oh.
suppliers. Just like some old people, for example, they have a private house and they have like couple of trees on their backyard.
So you would have to buy them whole and then.
And
crack-
no, they were cracking
Oh, they
this
were
from me.
cracked,
Yeah.
okay.
It was more expensive, but much cheaper for me to do this by myself. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Okay, you got it. The batter looks so good.
right. Also smells so good, right?
Yeah, it smells like fall.
Right? Yeah. This is why.
Somehow it smells like maple without being maple.
Yeah. I feel like brown sugar adds this too. Like combining vanilla with brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made for this place where I work right now. I made a maple pecan loaf cake, and it's become so popular. for the
Really?
fall. Yeah,
I can imagine for the fall.
yeah, and we use.
Do you make anything with pumpkin? People
Yeah,
go-
we have a pumpkin muffins, of
Pumpkin
course.
loaf,
It's-
okay.
Yeah, people love them. And here, just because we're filming the video, I'll make it nice with the spatula. But usually I like to wet my hands on ice cream. But I will not, you know, I'll show that I am professional.
So you just flatten it basically on top.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Does it grow? No. Not
Yeah,
really.
a little bit, but
Okay.
it's there's no
There's no leavening in
yeah,
it. Okay.
no baking sugar or baking powder or baking soda.
Okay.
So it will, yeah, like this. Ta-da!
Beautiful.
Yep.
Are you gonna do anything with this?
I will put this on the top when we will.
Oh, after it's baked.
yeah.
Okay. This is like so easy.
Right?
It's like not many. There's not many ingredients.
Yeah, not many steps, right?
Yeah.
It's like one bowl recipe. Yeah, this is why I love it. So I will put it, this perfect apple pie. I will put it, it's 175 Celsius, so it's 345. It's almost 350, so like, yeah, 340, 350 is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like 350 is what all the ovens default to.
Yeah, but we will bake on 345. So I am almost sure that, like 99%, that our pie cake is ready. But I will use this special tool.
It's been baking for 60 minutes.
Yeah, 60 minutes for now. And this is special tool to check it if it's ready. It is!
Woohoo! How do you know? It's just clean?
Yeah, it's pretty clean enough.
Okay.
Because it's not like not a raw
Okay.
butter.
And you said it should cool. Oh wow.
Yeah,
It's
and
like a beautiful like very brown.
yeah,
But I guess the batter is brown.
but it's just because of the vanilla plus brown sugar. So if you will use just white sugar, it will be a little lighter.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you see, like when you push a little bit in the middle, it's gonna go up.
Yep.
It means that it's fully baked.
Okay. If it wasn't, it would just.
Yeah, if it would be like stay over there, I would put like 5 minutes more.
Okay.
So this is a
And
good
it doesn't
way.
matter like that we're pushing it and cracking it because you're gonna turn it over.
Yeah, sure. So it's a good thing. It's a good way to check your cake when it starts, especially like if you bake, for example, like just a regular cake without parchment paper, just like greasing it.
Yeah.
And when you see that your cake shrinks a little bit,
That's when you know.
yeah, then when you know that it's ready. And so like you see that it's shrinked a little, and then you push and it's coming back, it's ready.
Okay, cool.
And you don't want to bake it more because it will be a little dry on the sides.
So how long do you wait before you flip it?
I don't know, like at least 10 minutes, just to kind of,
Let everything settle.
Yeah.
And let it finish cooking because it's still cooking basically.
Yeah. But I'm so impatient. I'm like, and then
What happens?
apples are like,
Does it fall apart? Yeah.
apples are falling.
An apple avalanche.
Yeah. It smells so good.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like it just smells like so like classic fall.
Right? This is why I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Now we're gonna see what a terrible job I did putting this.
Right?
Ooh.
Ta-da. So, so you see the places where were the gaps, the butter.
The batter
Yeah,
went
like
inside.
it was
yeah.
like melted through there. So this is why sometimes I chop my apples not sliced, but
in quarters, like quarter of a slice.
yeah,
Or half of a slice?
Basically, it's like when you have a quarter of apple, you just chop it like like
Okay,
this. So you have like this size slices, and then you cover like one layer and then another layer, and then it's all just apples.
Okay.
You
that
don't
makes
have
sense.
like butter on the top, but it's like still good.
I like how it does on the side too when you crinkle the paper.
Yeah, you see they still keep a shape.
Yeah.
Because there are some apples that will like just,
Totally melt into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
batter.
yeah. so I kind of like it. They're still kind of a little crunchy, not crunchy, but still kind of keeps the texture.
A little
what I
more
like.
crisp.
Yeah, and also like on this step, You can just wait until it will fully cool down and put some cream cheese frosting on top, for example, or like caramel sauce. But like when you have only apples, right, like fully the one layer and then another layer, you can also add, as I said before, butter, like butter chunks,
Yeah.
a little bit,
And it will like
sugar,
caramelize
and it will
itself.
caramelize itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it will be just like apple layer without like
Without
cake.
batter
Yeah.
inside. Yeah.
And you have a whipped cream cheese that is even better because it's already whipped and we don't have to whip it. It would be harder with the, cream cheese in blocks because you have to, like, if you have cream cheese in blocks, it's better to mix it, to whip it a little bit. And I usually, when I whip my cream cheese, I also add a little bit of heavy cream to like whip it together and make it more
Stable?
more stable and also like more airy, because like cream cheese is so dense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Don't ask me
So you did basically like a whole tub of this.
Don't ask me for a recipe. I'm just my friend. Yeah, my friend. 2 seconds. Yeah, my friend call it jazz recipes, and you just like
Jazz recipe?
because
Because you're improvising?
Yeah, I checked my first recipes for my bakery, and just because we had like salt grinder
Yeah.
in my recipe, it was like four
turns?
Yeah, 4 turns. It's just so funny. I'm like, who made this? Like, why I thought that it's okay? Who was that person? Let's say it's 3 ounces.
3 ounces? Okay.
Like, yeah, you can add more honey or less. For people who have like honey allergy, for example, they can use like powdered sugar.
Well, what people use a lot here is agave. Have you used that?
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's more wet.
My dietitian said that it's causing even bigger sugar
Spike.
spikes. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of using it. But yeah, you can use a maple syrup, for example, or something like that.
Oh, that's a good idea. It will go with this.
Yeah, I'll just like put this on the top.
It's so pretty.
Right?
And like so simple. Just
Super
so
simple. Yeah, and you can like bring this to like Thanksgiving table,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving potluck, and everyone will be excited because you made it from scratch. Right?
With local flour.
Right? Yeah, local flour, and like it just like tastes like fall.
Yeah.
Yay! It's still kind of hot.
Ooh, I like that little.
Crunch. Yeah, it's on the bottom.
You said the texture should be like almost like shortbread.
Like yeah, a little bit, but I feel like it will be a little more moist.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because we use less flour than your normal
No,
recipe?
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still like I like that we use a little less flour than it's. Okay, recipe. No, it's still hot.
Oh my god.
Because I like that it's a little more moist than I used to make.
Wow.
Yeah, you see, like, so you have nuts, and like I like this texture here, and then apples.
This is delicious.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me and feeding me this delicious pie/cake.
Yeah, this cake. This is. I would maybe like put more apples next time, but I just was so unsure about the, how tall our pan was. So
I see what you mean. It's like not. There should be like more apple in every bite, and I think even like you said, cutting it smaller makes it even easier to eat.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I feel like I need a knife because I'm like pulling whole apples out.
Yeah. But it is good, right?
Super good. I always will make this. Thank you.
This is what I love about this recipe because it's super simple, easy to make, simple ingredients, But you have so many different textures, right?
Yeah.
From nuts, from apples, from the inside of the like,
Inside to the
cake and the
outside?
outside. Yeah. I'm so glad you like it.
I love it. Oh, like the whole process was so easy and also smelled so good the whole time.
Right. I feel like this flour can make every recipe better, like muffins, cupcakes, regular cake, pies, or like cake like this.
I also love that we were able to use like just
Yeah, you
Just
don't
that.
even need to, especially with muffins. I feel like for muffins, it's like the best flour.
the white Sonora.
Yeah. Because it's you don't have to mix it with all purpose, and it will also keep this moistureness. Because just because it's full, it's whole wheat, I feel like it keeps moistureness. You know.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
like holds
like
it.
it's not like AP flour. It just like soaked the moistureness from the from the butter.
Yeah.
Butter.
Batter.
So it's not like it's not taking away. Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the AP flour is so dry that when it gets water, it's like sucks it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true. And then this is when you have a dry crumb, you know.
Yeah, I can't, like, this would be so unenjoyable if it was dry. I mean, the icing helps, right? But
Yeah, but it's still like the cake is super moist. Yeah.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.